Hello, brothers and sisters, and welcome to my page. My page about common sense. I try to keep it down and the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people who like to smoke, people like to drink, people like to smoke, people like to ayahuasca, people just like to do what everybody else like to do. These videos are not for you. I already told you this already, time and time again. Ain't nobody like me on the internet. But of course, if you like my content, you know how to share it, okay? You know, my shit can be pretty explicit. I do curse and swear. I can articulate my words in a certain incoherent way, but sometimes it's most likely done that for a reason because, you know, it's a method to my madness. All right, I'm outside chilling. Very sunny day. Very strange weather. Up and down temperatures. And, you know, something's bound to be happening, and I hope it happens soon because I love chaos, okay? You know, lots of chaos when it occurs. Things tend to get better for me. Alright? But it's okay. But if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. Now, this video is going, if you have any again, I speak very quickly because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Lots of people don't got no money out there to be fighting me, and I don't like to fight one-on-one. I don't like to do that shit because I'm like Bruce Lee, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, there's people who like to say things out of their mouth and the side of their mouth, and I just usually try to tell them, okay, you got any money, you want to box it, and then they don't have the time. I say, fuck it, you know. I mean, put your money where your mouth is at, okay? All right, okay. You know, damn, okay. You know, I don't shoot a 3-point hook shot. You're fake, okay? Yada yada yada. Sometimes I'll allow to post those comments down there to see how many fake people out there who don't really know me. But it's okay because they haven't seen a lot of my content. So when they do see videos of me being on Pornhub and being in Ethiopia, they don't really care. They'll be like, oh. Then they shut the fuck up. I mean, that's dumb, okay? That's really dumb. All right? Yeah, that's how most people are. They don't know the person's background and they only listen to hearsay. But let's get on with the topic. So today's topic will be about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's free, everybody. Ain't free. That Jello pudding pop. Oh, yes, indeed. Congratulations. Didn't I tell you he would get out? Didn't I predict it? Okay, I'm also going to predict that R. Kelly going to get out. Okay, because the thing is that when it comes to black celebrities, you guys who are black, you better be careful. Because you may piss off the wrong cracker or piss off the wrong white sister, okay, you know. Y'all motherfuckers be fucking with them Beckys like they're like God's send or some shit. But don't get me wrong, they're better in bed than black women, and that's just the truth. But you got to watch the mask. The mask comes off, and then everything goes to hell in the handbasket after they age, and their titties don't drag a certain way, droop a certain way. Okay, you already been told. You just do your research, and you'll be fine. Okay, but lots of men don't do research on women, psychologicals, biologicals. They don't do that shit like me. Okay, so please read my description box down below before you start ramping and running your mouth. Okay, all right. Okay, so Bill Cosby is free. Like I said before, I don't care about the details. I'm just trying to tell you, when you start running your mouth like you're a big, powerful black man and you want to buy out NBC, okay, you better be like Oprah, being quiet, being humble. You know, even though you know that there's pedophiles around, you know what Oprah's doing, okay? She's being nonchalant about things. A lot of people talk bad about Oprah too, but you know, she's backed up against the walls. I'm a female. I'm not trying to be like nobody, okay, you know, so she's gonna back up, you know. But when you have a man who's going to be most likely aggressive, okay, there's a lot of men out there who are more aggressive than women, okay, especially in the Black Panther Party like it was back in those days, okay, and they got pulled down. Black Wall Street, you know, it's all run by men power, logical power, you know, James Brown power, you know, it's a man's world. But eventually, man can create a system where they don't really need women, okay, because that's how smart men are, okay, in particular. Not black men, but white men, okay? The alien races, the higher archetype men, okay? All right? That's just the truth, okay? You know, don't call it, I call it like I see it, okay? From my experiences. So, when Bill Cosby got out of jail, I was really, of course, happy, but really, really sad because it shouldn't have happened in the first place. The automatic red flag that they should have saw, it says 50 women stood up. I don't give a fuck about their color, races, but you obviously know if there's a whole bunch of white women trying to get one black man, you already know that shit already happened in Rosewood and all the history of blacks going through all this line shenazzles with the fucking white women and, you know, and jealousy. He's a popular black man. And you know how the white man feels about black men winning anything, okay? You know, especially with the racist ones. The racist ones don't really like it at all, okay, you know. But R. Kelly, same thing, okay? You know, I hope R. Kelly gets out too, because I'm like, if the man didn't know she was that age, okay, then he shouldn't have been put in jail. You know, just like a lot of guys. If guys don't know if that's the law, you know, they have to be asked that question, and then you got to throw the whole case out. And if they say, yeah, I knew it was the law, then they get this time served. But there's a lot of innocent guys out there who grow up in their suburban areas, and they don't know shit about what the law is and shit like that. They just ran around their own people and shit. And, you know, when I see How to Catch a Predator on NBC and shit like that, and at least he asked them, he said, do you know it's against the law? Okay, you know, yada, 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 to talk to 13-year-old girl. And they be like, yeah, so they get the time served. All right? They get their time served. You know it's against the law. If they didn't know it. Now, I would say, hey, you know, if people knew what they were doing and they admitted, I don't think Bill Cosby admitted that he did it. But then somebody told me he did. Okay, you know, I don't really care about all that. But that's like 20 years later, you know. You're trying to famous characters. That's 20 years later. Cases, if you have a chance to call the cops, unless you've been incarcerated or some psychological thing prevented you, or you've been imprisoned, you shouldn't be come out of the woodworks with that. All but 10 years later, okay, while you working, while you doing this, while you doing that, then all of a sudden, oh, I forgot that Bill Cosby drugged me. Okay, that's like, that shouldn't even fly. I don't know what kind of lore he had, but maybe Bill Cosby said something to incriminate himself. He should have pleaded the fifth, you know, to incriminate yourself, you know. But that's just sad how it is. And now R. Kelly is real easy, you know. He didn't know the bitch was fucking underage. Okay, he pissed on her. Okay, that's the only thing I know. And like I said, if he shouldn't be in jail for that, okay, for pissing on the hoe, okay, you know, I'm like, damn, okay, she had hoe-like tendencies. I don't give a fuck how old her age is. If your daughter managed to get out of your house, okay, and if I saw my daughter, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is you doing over there? She don't need to be calling nothing on nobody. She shouldn't have been out the house. Like I said before, most parents, by 80%, are terrible parents out there. They believe in God. They really believe in religion. You have a terrible history. I don't have that, because I told you, Jesus, I don't have sins in my past. I made a few mistakes, but sins aren't mistakes, okay? All right? Jesus made mistakes in the Bible, if you really want to dig down into it. But other than that, you know, that's all I really wanted to say about this Bill Cosby shit. I just hope they free R. Kelly too, because that's fucked up. That's fucked up what they do to people sometimes when they want some money or some kind of attention. Okay, that's what it comes down to. It all comes down to attention. Women, see, you know, you never have like black men like Terry Crew. I remember Terry Crew. Nobody really talks about that case no more. When he said he got molested by a white man, okay, you know, I'm like, nobody want to talk about that shit. That's weird, okay. It's all one-sided. Okay? I don't call it double standard. I call it just one-sidedness, okay, you know, because the terms get mixed up when you're living in the era of fucking millennials and shit, and they want to change terms up like agnostic, atheist and shit and some bullshit. I'm like, dude, you can't be agnostic and atheist at the same time. And then you try to explain it to them, the older definitions and terms, and they be like, oh, I didn't know you mean it that way. You know, that's just how it is, man. But I hope R. Kelly get out too, because you know, a lot of people just are very biased and emotional, and it's not good. Okay, it's this how it is, you guys. And you know how white society is. If you got a problem with living in America, it's best just to leave, okay, or travel somewhere, okay. You know, keep paranoid. Y'all people are not fucking paranoid enough. Let me see. Yeah. So my whole purpose is that I'm glad he got out, okay, and I hope it's like I'm glad he got out, and I hope R. Kelly gets out as well, because I think that's really shallow. That's fucked up. Other than that, I'm out of here, guys. I love you all, but I hate the many of you, and I love the animals more than humans, but I don't fuck the animals, because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan.
Let's go.
Peace. Oh, so you need anything from? Everything cool?
Tomorrow morning I will go to shop.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow.
They told me I can come on 4.
Huh?
4 p.m. Not 5 after this.
You say what? 4 p.m.?
Yes.
Well, your schedule changed?
Yeah. They told me today also even I have to come 4. I just.
You forgot?
No, I don't on purpose. Let's go.
All right, you guys. Peace.